The Battle of Caperetto, fought between the Entente and the Central Powers, is a significant battle in which became a crushing victory for the First World War. The battle was fought on the Austro-Italian front in the settlement of Caperetto in the country Slovenia. It lasted 33 days from October 24, 1917 to November 19, 1917. The Italians and Austrians went to battle to better their outcome and influence on the rest of the Great War. The Italians wanted to unite the northern and southern regions of the country, and by going to battle, Italy influenced more nationalism, so both sides could have that pride and agree on such an action. In 1914, Italy and its commanders wanted a plan that would involve them getting more territory. At first, they would sign their alliance over to the Central Powers, but Italy's leaders were convinced that they would not get the territories they wanted, as they belonged to Austria-Hungary, Italy's old enemy. Instead, Italy had planned the best way to accomplish their goals, and in 1915, Italy signed the Treaty of London and gave their alliance to the Triple Entente, which consisted of Russia, France, Britain, and now Italy. Italy now had the control over territory on its border with Austria-Hungary. Between 1915 to 1917, Italy and Austria-Hungary had 12 battles along the Isonzo River front, and Italy had only gained 10 miles of Austrian territory. Austria-Hungary, as part of the Central Powers, had started building fortifications on the Austro-Italian front, as Italy had started setting up theirs. Austrians had an advantage because they had higher ground to set up. Both countries tried to gain more territory, but each battle ended with a multitude of casualties and injuries. Finally, Italy had started to make a dent in their enemy's territory, but the Germans were scared that they would start to lose Austria-Hungary and their land. Germans sent in reinforcements to the Austro-Italian front and started bombarding the Italians with gas and over 2,000 artillery pieces. After the gas and artillery pieces, the German army sent in an infantry attack, which met very little resistance due to their scattered Italian forces. Italian losses were enormous. 10,000 were killed, 30,000 were wounded, and 265,000 were taken prisoner. While enemy casualties ended up to 50,000 people, over 1 million civilian refugees had been forced to flee from the advancing Austro-German troops. As a Central Powers victory, the Battle of Caperetto signified a decisive loss for Italy, which ultimately destroyed whatever influence Italy could give to the Great War, as well as having 5,000 square miles of Italian victory in enemy hands. Austria-Hungary, celebrating this very large and significant victory, thrived off of this, as they were used more in the Western Front to help Germany take over more territory.